Hey guys, welcome back. I have a couple scriptures I want to read to you first, and then we'll chat about a couple things. Psalms 32:8. You know me, I'm always say write it down, go read it yourself. I will instruct you and teach you in the way you should go. I will guide you with my eye. Psalms 32:8. Proverbs 3:6. In all ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct your paths. One more, Proverbs 16:3. Commit your works to the Lord, and your thoughts will be established. There's tons more that kind of go with this, but those are three that have come to me, and I've been praying on, and I've been reading and keeping and journaling. That's just how I work about things to come to this decision. I have said from the get-go, from the very, very, very start, going on 4 years, that I would continue this until God said, you know, this journey on here was over, this path was over, or whatever the situation was. Even there's times where I just did not want to do this pursue. There was things I knew that God wanted me to put out. And I've always said from the get-go, until I would do it until he said no. And my purpose for this was always to help. It was to help people in the things that I could help with, and then whether that was, naturopathic things or alternatives or natural living or gardening or homesteading or farming or whatever the situation was. And the biggest part of that for me was always spiritually. I always, we can just sprinkle breadcrumbs to people, or to give them encouragement, or for people to come together more, get in the word more, get in prayer more, trust God more, ease a lot of the fears and things that are going on with this crazy stuff in the world that's going on. And it's been coming up a while, but I'm one of those that's like, on certain things I was like, okay, I need to make sure. So I've just kind of been still, but we're always busy. We're always busy out here. And then other things were taking up my time, because other opportunities and doors had started opening for me to pursue and do other things that were things I've been wanting to do. Or it's almost certain things. It's like this chapter's just over for me. And it's time for me to move on to different things that are coming about, and just, again, things I want to pursue and opportunities that started coming up. And I'll leave the channel up. I had several. I had contact, like some of my members, to say, hey, this is the heads up, because I didn't know, even when I started that, I wasn't really sure. I didn't have an ending time exactly when. But I'm going to leave that up just for this month, because people had seen some of it, or they wanted to download or record or write notes about certain things. And I'll do that, and then I will cut that off, so nobody's charged for that, because I'm not going to be up here. And I'll leave the channel up, because I do continue to pray that, even with me not being around, that videos I've made, the natural stuff, the spiritual stuff, whatever, I do hope and pray it continues to reach people, that it will help. That's what all of this was about. And I am extremely blessed by so many of you, and being this adventure I had up here has been a blessing to me as well. And with blessings and different, things can come nonsense as well. That's just how it is. That's just part of the path of how it goes. But I'm so grateful I crossed the path with so many of you. And, I always don't want to be like, oh, the negative, the sadness of, oh, this is goodbye. This is just, these doors just closed for me. And like I said, there's other things I really want to pursue, and the opportunities and things just started coming to me, and doors opening and things like that. And I knew my heart wasn't in it to keep on being up here and making content. And there were certain things that I was like, and this is just my opinion about my place in all this is, I'll only talk things so much until it's like, that's been talked to death. I don't keep on about that. And it just, I hope that the things that I put out, I think that's my biggest thing, is that anything that I've put out for well over 3.5 years, that it's been a blessing and it's been helpful, because that's what the goal of all of this was. But my time has come. My time has come to stop this and to pursue other things. And I said I would never just stop or disappear without letting you guys know. So it has come to that point. And I appreciate all of you and your prayers and along this time, and all your support and everything else. And I encourage you still and especially different times you come up into my channel, become a sub, or saw different things, that you will still go to my videos and scroll all the way back from the very beginning and just read titles on things that you may have missed, especially earlier on, the first 2 years and stuff like that. And take notes. Take notes. You're going to need it if you so choose to go that way. Of course, always read my disclaimers. Do your own research and homework, but because again, I think one of this you're not gonna. It's going to be needed. It's going to be needed, and you may not have access to things. So with all of that said, I'm Casey with Little L, and I am signing off. Y'all be blessed.